Alright, so we had the area and circumference problems, number 12 through 15. So background information would be the equations for these problems that we're going to be doing would be area equals pi r squared, and then circumference, which is 2 pi r. Definitions for these is the area is the space inside of the circle, and circumference is the distance around the circle. R is for radius, so radius is the distance from a center to a point on the circle, and the diameter is the distance across the circle through the center.
Okay, so the first problem we have is find the area of the shaded region if the radius of the circle is 10. So you know that the radius is half of the circle and 10 is the distance. So the equation we're going to use is A equals pi r squared, and we're going to fill in the r square with A equals pi 10 squared. So 10 squared equals 100, so then our answer would be A equals 100 pi units squared.
Alright, our next problem, number 13, would be find the area of a circle whose diameter is 18 meters. So our equation would be area equals pi r squared because we're finding the area, and then we're going to fill in the r with 9 because half of 18 is 9. So you end up with area equals pi r or pi 9 squared, and you get the answer of area equals 81 pi meters squared.
Okay, if the circumference of a circle is 20 pi feet, find the area. So the equation we're going to use is C equals 2 pi r to find circumference. And then we fill in C with 20 pi since that is the circumference. And then we would have 2 pi r since we don't know what the radius is. And then we would divide 2 on both sides and the 2 cancel out. And then we would get r equals 10. Next, to find the area, we're going to use A equals pi r squared. And since from the last problem we got the radius equal 10, we're going to fill in this equation with A equals pi 10 squared. So then 10 squared would equal 100, and our answer would be A equals 100 pi feet squared.
Alright, number 15. If the area of the circle is 81 pi units, find the circumference. So again, we're going to have to use both problems. So we have the area, so we're going to use area equals pi r squared. And then you plug in 81 pi for area, and then you get pi r squared. And the pi's cross off because they're the same. And then you have to find the square root of 81 because that's how you unsquare a number. And if you square root 81, you get r equals 9. And then you use that to go into the circumference over here. And circumference, the equation is C equals 2 pi. Circumference is 2 pi 9. So then when you plug that in and times it together, you get circumference equals 18 pi.
Okay, our example is find the circumference of this circle. So we know that the radius is 8. So to find the circumference, we would use the equation C equals 2 pi r. And then once we plug in all the information, we get C equals 2 pi 8. And then when you multiply the 2 and 8 together, you get C equals 16 pi. And that's your answer.